Horner joins us now. Christian, yeah, as Ted was saying there, it did seem like a day for the overcut, not the undercut. You found yourselves in a similar situation, if you like, to Ferrari. How did you make the judgment call?
Well, yeah, in the situation we were in, it's always a difficult one because Max had the pace on Bottas. There was a bit of track that came available. We went for the pit stop. Unfortunately, the pit stop was probably about 4/10 slower than we'd have liked. The positioning wasn't great. It's hard in the box here. And despite a mega outlap from Max, he was just that little bit behind him at the pit exit. It was, at that point in time, absolutely worth going for. And then, of course, in free air, Daniel gets a run at trying to put some laps together. The guys caught Carlos Sainz, held him a bit, and that, of course, then gave Daniel a stop that got the header, managed to make the jump on both of them.
Obviously, Daniel's a bit happier today. He was a little bit unhappy about the qualifying. Do you rue that? I mean, he felt he lost a bit of time, might have put his car a few places up on the grid. You definitely upset the form. This is your best chance, wasn't it, here at this race? You knew that. When we go to other racetracks where you got horsepower deficit. But I mean, you're happy with third for Danny?
Yeah, pretty happy. I think that pace-wise, the car, race pace has been very strong. Max spent most of the race behind Bottas, but in clean air we saw with Daniel, the pace was pretty decent. We lost out in quali yesterday. Frustrating for Daniel, frustrating for us that we don't have that extra bit of boost that the others managed to turn up in Q3, but we know that's coming later in the season. And I think if we'd have qualified a position or two higher, we would have been able to give the Ferraris a harder race, or certainly Kimi a harder race throughout.
How do you manage Max right now? I mean, he turned the air fairly blue over team radio. Is it you're going to have a word with him, have a sit down? Because, yeah, he was clearly unhappy camper.
Well, that's totally normal. I mean, it's a street circuit, emotions are running high. He's looking at trying to beat Bottas, and then suddenly his teammates ahead, and he needs to go through the race plot. And we'll sit down with him and explain it to him. We talked about it this morning that there are going to be calls here today that somebody's going to get lucky from and benefit from, somebody's going to miss out. And Daniel had a bit of bad luck yesterday, got a bit of luck today.
Just finally, how did you read the Ferrari call and what they made with Kimi and Vettel there?
Well, I think the thing is, Sebastian just looked quicker. So Kimi started running out of tyres, so he went. They gave him the priority, they gave him the first stop, which was more than fair. He got a little bit of traffic, which affects the cars pretty badly here. And Sebastian just had great pace in free air. So I think if Sebastian had gone for the undercut or the overcut, the result would have been the same.
Thanks, Christian. We are causing a traffic jam in the streets of Monaco, so we better get off the grid and let's go up to the Sky Pad.